How do you deal with distractions? That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi there, thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If this is the first video that you're watching from my channel, I make educational and motivational content. So if you don't want to miss any of my new uploads, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell icon. Now, like I said in the intro kanina, pag-uusapan natin yung kung paano mag-deal with distractions. I'm going to give you some of my tips and some of the things that work for me. Hopefully, gumana din for you. This is part of our Study Hacks series. If you're not familiar with that, I covered a lot of other topics like anong music yung maganda pakinggan, how to write an essay, how to deal with the slides that are given to you by your professors to make sure that you ace your exam. All of those you can find in the playlist right here on the I button if you're watching this on YouTube, and in the description box din sa baba, so you can watch and catch up. All right, now before we dive into the discussion natin for today, just a quick little plug. If you want to help support this channel and our cause to democratize education in the Philippines, one way for you to do that is through buying our merch. You can visit shop.teamlyqa.com to find yung mga hoodies, shirts, caps, mugs, and things that I designed for this team. Yung mga proceeds dyan help us with the Hope Fund, which funds yung mga scholarships natin, yung paggamit din, pagbili din natin ng equipment, and of course yung expenses ng team sa paggawa natin ng mga free videos na ito. So sa inyong mga bumili na, maraming salamat. Sa mga bibili pa lang, maraming salamat din. And if you can't afford to buy one today, that's okay. Ang importante nga, again, nagtutulungan tayo to make sure that we can keep making all of these free videos for you. Okay? Now, dito na tayo dun sa distractions. I guess the first thing na gusto kong i-emphasize is that there are two types ng distractions, okay? Now, of course, we can talk about other classifications naman din, but in my case, it's more simple lang talaga to talk about it this way. You have your internal distractions and your external distractions. Sa akin, mas madali to deal with external distractions. Nadi-distract ka na ba? Yeah, if you're bothered by that dog playing, then that just means that you are prone to external distractions. You know how people who are studying, kapag may narinig na silang dog na nagbabark, or kapag may narinig sila na kumakaluskos, or if they see anything flashing on the screen na hindi related dun sa topic, madali silang mag-veer away from yung conversation at, lost na doon sa thought na yon. If you find a joke too funny for the next 2 to 3 minutes, baka hindi ka masyadong makapag-focus sa lesson, and because of that, mawawala na yung opportunity for you to learn dahil nga masyado kang nakafixate dun sa distraction na yon. Now, ano yung mga ways for us to limit external distractions? Now, first tip na bibigay ko sa inyo would be to make sure that you have a designated study area. Kapag may designated study area ka na, madali mo nang makakontrol yung mga external distractions like maybe your sister or yung anak minsan, di ba? If there are adult learners here na kumakatok to ask for your attention or dahil kailangan ka nila. You can always talk to the people inside your house naman to set those boundaries. For example, sa case ko, we put up a sign sa door ko na nakalagay if I'm filming or recording a podcast, just to make sure that people don't just barge in kapag kailangan nila ako. That way, alam nila na, okay, if you need to reach me, just send a message sa messenger. Mas madali na makikita ko yon kaysa yung papasok mo lang kasi masisira yung footage kung biglang may papasok. Okay? So again, you have to have a dedicated study area. Kung parent ka, even with the younger kids, you can tell them na, oh, pag nandito si mommy sa chair na to or sa desk na to or sa corner na to ng bahay natin, mommy time yun, ha? So kay daddy muna kayo hihingi ng tulong if you need anything. It's all about communicating those needs sa people around your house. And I know may mga cases na far from ideal, like your relatives or the people around you don't cooperate. Pero mas maganda talaga if nakikita talaga nila visually na okay, study area ito. It will also help you train your brain na kapag nandun ka nakapwesto sa study area mo, you're going to only think about yung aaralin or yung magiging trabaho ninyo. Kasi alam nyo, ang distraction naman, hindi yan problema ng mga estudyante lang. Kaway-kaway na lang dun sa mga yuppies at kahit dun sa mga hindi na masyadong young professionals na nadidistract pa rin sa work from home situation ngayon. Comment nyo na lang din sa baba kaya like nyo yung video para marinig namin yung boses ninyo. Diba? Lahat tayo nadidistract. Ang importante is that we minimize yung possibility na may makakadistract sa atin. Now, another tip na ibibigay ko sa inyo would be to try using noise-canceling headphones. These are really helpful. Meron akong follower from last year pa na mom, sabi niya, paano yan coach, marami akong anak, may 3 kids daw na mag-aaral. And yung study area nila ay magkakatabi. Paano daw yun ngayong online learning na? And I told her na if you have a bit of budget, you can invest in noise-canceling headphones. Kasi pag may noise-canceling headphones tayo, madali nating matutune out yung sound sa labas at makapag-focus tayo sa video lamang or sa Zoom call na kaharap natin. Okay? So, invest in good noise-canceling headphones. Now, one thing I use is, this is not a paid advertisement pala, by the way. I have my Apple AirPods Pro. If you are interested to get yours, there will be a link na lang din in the description box sa baba. Pero meron kasing noise cancelling option ito. And when I do that, nakapag-focus ako sa work ko. Kasi hindi ako nadidistract dun sa may tumitilaok na manok or tumatawal si Ashley or si Hailey dito sa bahay. Okay? So that could also be a fix. Now, another piece of advice would be for you to have a study time ritual or a pre-study or pre-work ritual. For example, you can make it a point na i-clear mo yung table mo, okay, and yung practice na yon, and you preparing your cup of coffee, you making sure na you have everything that you need within arm's length. Yung ritual na yon ng behavior na paghahanda ng study area or work area can actually help your mind focus on the task at hand. Yun naman kasi talaga yung goal natin when it comes to dealing with distractions. We have to stay grounded or we have to stay present. And if you keep doing this repetitively every day, alam na ng katawan mo na, okay, oras na para mag-aral or oras na para magtrabaho. Okay? It's much like the feeling nung, di ba kapag magsusuot ka ng, kunyari, basketball gear mo, right? If you're starting to put on your jersey, di ba, yung socks mo, yung basketball shoes mo, your body feels different, right? Parang na-excite ka na maglaro. Ganon din when it comes to doing your pre-study or pre-work ritual. That way, alam ng brain mo na, okay, it's time to settle down and study. Okay? Now, again, those are some of the quick fixes for external distractions. I have 3. Now, next topic would be internal distractions. Now, ano ba yung mga internal distractions na yan? It can come in many forms. It can come in the form of fear, as in, meron kasi mga mangyayari. Okay? For example, if meron kang consequence sa iyong action. If your dad maybe says, oh, mag-usap tayo mamaya kasi naglabasa na yung mga grades ninyo, di ba? It will be hard for you to focus within the day kasi feeling mo na kung mababa yung grade ko, baka magalitan ako ni dad. So, fear can be a distraction. Anxiety can be a distraction. Now, ano pinagkaiba ng fear at anxiety? Now, one quick way to spot yan is that ang fear is our body's response to unknown threat. Ibig sabihin, alam natin yung dahilan kung bakit tayo natatakot. Ang anxiety is our body's fearful response din, but now it's at an imprecise or unknown threat. Ibig sabihin, natin alam exactly kung ano yung kinakatakot natin, pero we still feel anxious or nervous. Okay? Now, whether it's fear or anxiety, or minsan overthinking pa nga, these can serve as distractions, internal distractions, kaya we're unable to function well. Okay? Kapag marami tayong iniisip, maraming iniintindi, maraming pinoproblema, napakahirap mag-focus. So, how do we deal with internal distractions naman? Okay? Now, my first tip for you would be to vent. Okay? Kailangan mo ilabas yung mga fears, anxieties, at saka yung mga thoughts na yan. Okay? You can write it on paper. Okay? Kaya nga, very helpful talaga ang journaling. Pwede nyo siyang i-scream out. Okay? I usually do that. Namin sa pillow, di ba? Tapos sisigaw ka lang. You can also do it na kapag may friend ka, you can share your thoughts or yung pinagdadaanan mo. Ang importante is ma-express mo siya. You can also take a painting, okay, or drawing. It doesn't have to be pretty naman, pero ako sa akin, nag-work talaga sa akin yon. I would just paint, walang plans, walang anything, just to let my emotions out. And that has always been helpful to me. So again, you have to vent. Ilabas mo siya. Okay? Now, the second tip sa inyo would be to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness, a lot of people don't know what that means. But basically, ang mindfulness is you trying to be present right now. There are a lot of mindfulness exercises that you can take up. I will put links na lang din sa description box sa baba for some YouTube resources that could help you. Meron ding mga apps that you can download to help you with breathing exercises that could help you get grounded. Okay? Kasi minsan kahit yung simple na breathing in and breathing out lang na malalim can actually help you be present or be mindful. So, hinga. Okay? That can help clear your head. Okay. Now, the third tip would be this. I want you to practice self-talk. Now, ano ba yung self-talk? You know how a lot of people, when we were growing up, would say na kapag kinakausap yung sarili, baliw daw yun, or insane. But the thing is, when you talk about practicing positive self-talk, it really can be a helpful tool for you. You can get yourself pumped, you can get yourself excited, you can get yourself encouraged then by talking to yourself in the mirror or just talking to yourself kahit na hindi verbally, kahit sa head lang natin. You can tell yourself na, oh, remember ha, Lyqa, work ka muna ngayon para mamaya makakapaglaro ka ng PUBG, okay? So I have those certain conversations with myself, especially when I find it hard to focus on the task at hand. So again, practice a little bit of self-talk, you know, have these deals with yourself na, okay, pag natapos mo tong module mo ngayon, mamaya manonood ka ng 3 episodes ng series that you're watching on Netflix or something like that. So you can always barter with yourself to help you motivate yourself into doing things that you have to do right now. You know, when it comes to dealing with distractions, the goal is this, okay? You know, being present is a present that you can give yourself. Minimize distractions, tanggalin ang external distractions, deal with internal distractions, and maybe, just maybe, you can give this day as a present to yourself so you can do more and be more. Okay? Now, there's one more tip na gusto kong iwanan sa inyo before we end this video. This can work for both external and internal distractions. It will be great if you have an accountability partner. Whether it's a study buddy, whether it's your parent who will hold you accountable, you can always ask for help. Tell them na, nahihirapan talaga ako mag-aral. So I want you to really physically, di ba, watch over me habang sa klase ako para hindi ako ma-distract, inaantok ako. Okay? You can do that. You can have a best friend who will remind you na, oh, nagatapos mo na ba yung assignment mo or natapos mo na ba yung part mo sa thesis natin. As long as you have that study buddy or accountability partner, it will help you with both external and internal na struggles. And the best part of that is you can also help that accountability partner to deal with their own sets of distractions. Kaya nyo yan. And again, hopefully makatulong itong mga tips at advice sa inyo. You know, one thing I would say na lang, just to wrap this up, is that dealing with distractions can be really challenging at the beginning. Pero the more you do it, the easier it gets. So get started right now. Okay? Now, kaya niyo yan. I believe in you. And if you want more, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon. We have more videos coming up. Hindi lang sa Study Hack series natin, but this Internet Safety series. And of course, the English, language, and logic videos natin that could help you prepare for your next exams. So if you want to check out the channel, of course, go ahead and check it out. We have more playlists for you. And if you want to reach out to me directly naman, get the reviewers that I made, join the online or live review events, you can go to www.facebook.com/teamlyqa. Alright? You have more lessons soon. You have more videos and tricks and hacks for you. I'm going to share all I could to make sure that you optimize yung inyong study, lalo na sa panahon ngayon that we're all learning and working from home. Hopefully, nakatulog ito sa inyo. Share nyo rin sa friends ninyo if you feel this is something that they would also need. And as we always say sa channel na to, never stop learning. Adja, adja. Kaya niyan. I'll see you in the next video and bye for now.